Hey now, welcome everybody to Turn to Talk. Ryan Pearson here with the street stock racer, Jason Flory, who also happens to be a racetrack promoter of Wayne County Speedway.
I wasn't much of a racer last night.
Dude, you looked pretty good out there.
We're working on it. There's Captain Paul, my car owner. He's not very ambitious.
I thought you guys were partial. You own some of the car.
Well, I own all the car, but I want to give him a little credit. It's his engine. Well, listen, he's got a little in it, okay? But no, listen, he wasn't very ambitious making changes last night, and we didn't have. Well, the truth is, we don't have any spare parts, and so we tested last week and broke some stuff, and he fixed the important things. But we sure as heck didn't work on the setup very much. And so we'll have her tuned up. Listen, I'm excited.
You had it hiked up coming off of turn two, man.
Yeah,
it reminded me of
Steve White.
It reminded me of the 1980s street stocks, and those guys used to three-wheel around the racetrack.
Well, I'm old.
That's what it looked like.
I felt like I was in Grandpa's rocking chair. I had that thing just tipped up like this.
The other thing I noticed is when you would get into turns one, like the car would sit down and then your left front would stop, because of the brake, because it's not touching the ground.
Yeah, I had three-wheel brake on, so left front just freewheeling. That's not really the fast way, just so you know that. She was tight and pushing, and we did the best we could. If we can get her tuned up this week, I'll order some new parts for Paul. And I feel like I was really out of breath. I was a lot though last night, because. This phone, I tell you what I'm gonna do is
just chill.
No, this guy's called like 6 times in a row, and he doesn't understand what the FU button is, but he's gonna learn it. Man.
So did you hit the wall?
No,
bullshit.
No, Paul says I didn't. No, I didn't. I really didn't. I thought I did too. I was like, ooh, I had time to think about it, but no, he said that scrape was on the car. No, listen, I learned a lot. I prep it, and we sit here and talk about 3-wide racing and multiple grooves, and I learned last night why we can't make the heat races better at Wayne County. I learned, the cushion was too dominant. Even in street stocks, you're going fast. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you're still going fast, but the top is so dominant. Like my car could never roll the bottom and compete against the momentum you carry at the top. So it's okay. So now I need to think about. Not only do I want to make my car better, but I'm as a promoter, okay, now I know why guys can't roll that bottom and beat that guy on the top. So
early in the night, the track is just too top dominant.
Wide open on top. You seen the cushion. It's 10 feet off the guardrail. You can just drive it in there. And I was just swinging it. My car was so tight, I had to throw it and you just mat that throttle and just ride the cushion around and come off, right? And that's fun. That's fun. That's hot lapping. But if I got to Craver, and I knew I couldn't just pass him because we were both going to run the top. But on the last lap, excuse me, oh man, the last lap, I was going to slide him. I was driving into turn one, and I was just going to go for it because I just want to have fun. And but I never got that chance because I screwed up. And I had to battle back to get second. So I had a lot of fun. But I think me racing, maybe it's 2 more times probably. I really don't have the time. I got the bug, though. I could see myself racing in that class full time. I really enjoy that class. It feels good to me. I like it. But I need to work on the track and make it better. And this gives me a different perspective. I was looking forward to racing at night because I want to see how the new lights worked.
What did you think about the lights?
The caution lights are very bright. And I really appreciated them because you can't see the flagman. I had my contacts in, and but you just don't pay attention. You're coming down the front straightaway. The caution lights are so bright that the green light and stuff. So I'm really just paying attention to the lights. And I seen Rob throw the white, and then I was pretty sure I did. And then the caution came out the next lap, and I'm like, I know that was a checkered. So I let up. And I don't think Brandon pulled in. I was like, I think this is it. I didn't have a receiver in because I didn't have one. And I thought I had one, but I don't. So, but
you're going to the tail.
Yeah,
for not having your receiver.
And I told Pork Chop I didn't. He was being a race director for me, and I told him, I said, man, I don't have it. I thought I had it. And I had to find my fire suit and my gloves. And no, I had a good time, but it's given me a different perspective about why. I tell you all the time, in the heat races, man, we need to get this thing wider. The sprint cars are able to race wider than anybody, and I think it's the short wheelbase big horsepower, lots of wing, and I think they can maneuver better. These full body cars with the right front smash down, and I still ain't figured that out, right? But I had one race in, but I just think the cushion will be dominant, and I don't like that. So prepping it next week, I think I'll do a little different. But man, we got so much rain Friday night.
I still have questions about the race you racing, so don't get into something else yet.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just like the way the track was prepped. I really was happy with my track. I didn't want that big cushion, not for because I was racing, but I hear other people saying, "Oh, it's too top dominant." So I really want to try to make a multi-groove racetrack. But overall, I'd say Kids Night was awesome. Now, I know you want to talk about me racing, but I want to say this: Kids Night, the vibe behind the grandstands, everybody was having a good time. I think there was over 80 bicycles and prizes, and everybody's having a good time. And then somebody goes, it's going to rain. I go, what are you talking about? Like, I mean, don't bring me down. I thought somebody was messing with me. And I swear 5 seconds later, I'm like, and it just dumped. And I'm like, this is, I don't know. I talked to Buddha today. Buddha's tuned in, Steve, and he said he's going to get somebody to bless the racetrack.
Yeah, that's what Jimmy said. You need to go to church, and we talked about it the other day.
Yeah.
And Jimmy's steadfast is like, he's 100%. You need to go to church.
Well, maybe me and you will end up there next week together, and
we got to do something. Whatever you're doing, you got to do something different.
I was pretty disappointed, just because we had a good vibe going. Like everybody was in a good mood. Like even I was in a good mood, right? Like everything was going. It started off bad. We won't talk about all the bad stuff that happens. Nobody knows about, but like. Man, the kids were all smiling. It was a great kids' night. I like it in the infield, but like the pit area worked so much better last night. It just way more efficient. So I think that might be a new trend. So we'll see.
I know why people were in a good mood that work at the racetrack, because you were racing and not on the radio.
Or you got jokes tonight. Oh, that's funny.
Do you know who you sounded like?
Jared.
You sounded like Jared.
I heard myself. I didn't like it.
I know.
Yeah.
So, he says that he does an impression of you every single day. Yeah. Does that make you want to punch him?
Nah, dude. I found peace in the world.
Wait. Okay. So
you know what it is? You want to know what my peace is?
What is it? Okay, Jason, let's go back. So you said you can't see the flag stand. You couldn't see Rob. It used to be lower. The flag stand used to sit lower, and then you built it up, kind of trying to make it a little bit more safer. Is it something that you see yourself maybe cutting it down a little bit?
No, the height is perfect. I want him out over the track more. He blends in the fence. I've said this for years at Wayne County, and even when I'm watching it, if I'm in turn 4 and I'm watching the cars go down the front straightaway, like I lose Rob in the fence, and I think I see him out more prominent.
You better build it up a little bit higher. You don't want those sprint cars.
He does a good job. I mean, he waves the flags like he'll get your attention.
I love watching him.
You see the motion. But as far as like catching my attention, like the lights, the Welland lights are so bright, and they are awesome. Like you don't appreciate them until you're racing, because man, you're just focused on hitting I'm telling you, and I'm not a sissy, and people tune in, they'll tell me like, oh, you're old or whatever, but you are scooting around that place. Like from when I used to race in like 05, 06, 07, we were fast. We used to. I won a lot of races there. I know nobody believes that, but I did. But man, now it's you. Listen. You got to be up on the wheel, like and like my car owner, my buddy Paul, like that shit ain't right and tight, man. There's a little bit of play and everything, and you're like, all right. So you're pumping the brakes, going, okay, I got a good solid pedal, and you're playing with the steering wheel, and you're hoping you're going to catch the right steering when you know what I mean. You got a little slop, and so you're like slop, 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 and when you get to the turn, you're hoping that's the time you come back and catch it.
For real?
Oh yeah, it's a blast. Huh. So you got a lot of stuff going on in there, and but listen, Paul, I appreciate it. We had a deal in Florida, and it is August before we made it, but I really won't lie, I had a great time.
Okay, so the next thing I wanted to ask you was about turn 4. Since you raced last in the late model to racing the other night, you've changed turn 4. How was turn 4? How it comes off or how it rolls off?
Not really noticeable, because when I raced in the late models, we didn't go that high. Like, we never raced against the guardrail, and so not noticeable at all. Like, really, couldn't tell a difference. I felt like the biggest difference was getting into 3. You carry so much speed into turn 3. If you're going to be good, you're going to carry a lot of speed into 3. Like, I feel like I'm driving to the center of the corner before we turn. Where back in the day, like in 06, 05, those days, like I felt like we turned the car early.
And then come around.
And then come around. I feel like you're driving into the center now. And maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I mean, I've watched, we watch guys every week and I study it and stuff. And I tell you, I've raced a lot of years, and then I was out of the car for a lot of years, and I got back in. And I said this a lot of times in the street stock class. I'm like, I tell Craver every week, I'm like, you need to drive in harder. You need to do this. And I followed him for 3 or 4 laps. And, he's gotten really good. And when you're following him, like he's really a good smooth driver. Like I respect what he's turned himself into. And that same token, though, I told him last night when I left there, you better go home working on his shit because I'm coming.
I mean, he is smooth. I watched him lap for lap, the week before that he was right in that guy's hip pocket.
Yeah.
From Southern Ohio.
Yeah. Listen, I think if we work on Paul's stuff a little bit, and I regret I didn't get to watch a lot of the other classes. I got to watch the sprint cars. And the sprint cars start out really good. Like it was good 2x2 by 3 racing, and then it seems like about lap 4 it stretches out. I didn't get to watch the late models. I talked to JR a lot yesterday. I should say a lot. I talked to JR more than I talked to anybody else last night, and I'd like to see him get excited. He's so chill right now. He's really busy. He said, and you could just tell he's not 100% like focusing because he's busy. I know what that's like. I mean, I'm busy too, and I think that's some of him. I'm like, man, you just need to get your mindset right because, Markham ran a heat race last night. He was rolling really good.
Markham looked fast.
Yeah, and it's good. Emma was there, and Kids Night, I thought it was cool. They promote Kids Night really well. Laura does and stuff. And Emma didn't get my shirt, so I hope she knows that. She's tuned in. You owe me a shirt. So, but listen, I think the kids, man. Did you see how many kids were in the pits? It was crazy.
Yeah.
We did free snow cones. Quota did a fantastic job. And Serpentine Chevrolet had a bunch of new vehicles on display, and we didn't get a chance to get them interviewed because the rain came. But hopefully they want to come out this week. Matt Hensel's there every week, but we want to make sure they get their interview and promotions. They had a lot of nice vehicles there. So if you're in the market and they had do you see that orange truck? 2500 with a diesel in it. That thing was sweet looking. Pork Chop wants that truck, but he's got a Busch Light budget on a Champagne Taste, so he ain't getting that truck.
You give the guy a raise.
He still ain't getting that truck. That'd be like saying that you could afford that truck if I give you a raise. You ain't getting that truck either. And I'm talking about both jobs.
I'll have to go back to work full time.
Yeah.
And I'm still not getting that truck.
You're still, yeah. I'm looking at Steph right now. You're not getting that truck.
EJ Shoemaker says, Wayne County's finest.
Wayne County's time. Hey, look, Valec's tuned in. Me and Valek talked a little bit last night. Valek, you better get that thing of yours tuned up. I seen you said you might try it one more time. I would expect to see Van the Man there this week. And it was fun. I got to park back there. Johnny Bruce was close to me. Valek was back there. It's a different world. I don't get to see people very often. I was behind the grandstands a lot last night. Handling some things, and it's probably a good place for me for a little bit right now. There's some issues back there, and so I got to see a lot of people. I had fun shaking hands and talking to people. I had a really good time, not just racing the car, but I got to see some people that I normally don't get to. And so
when we were standing out there, we got to see Racing Mason.
Yeah, that was fun. You were talking to Hensel a little bit, and then so he tunes in. Racing Mason, if you're tuned in, man, we appreciate everything.
He said he tunes in every week.
Yeah, he's tuned in. So, Van, thank you for coming. And he looked like he was having fun last night. I seen a lot of smiles on. I'll tell you the happiest. I was walking behind there to go see Jen, and a kid was coming and he had a Spider-Man bike. And I know there was a couple of them, but I go, hey, I told his mom, I said, I got that bike this morning. She's like, oh, he loves it. So, it was cool. It was cool. Just that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And I hope everybody enjoyed it. Like, there's a lot of work that goes into that, more than anybody will ever think. It just looks like it just flap your fingers and it just goes off. But
well, and then it's the racetrack, but then it's a lot of the race teams and a lot of people are going and
Ron
donating.
Miller, man, he
went
went all out, and
I love that.
We got some backpacks and stuff from him still for this week because we're doing the back to school stuff, and so we'll promote that at the end. But yeah, listen, it was good. I didn't get to see you much last night, and then when the rain came, you ran, and
I was drenched.
Oh, you weren't drenched.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No, you weren't. No.
Jason, I was soaked to my shoes and my underwear.
Did you stick around for the second rain?
Yes.
You were there for both range hours?
Yes.
Yeah, because the second one lasted longer, and I slid. You left my phone in the infield. So
I was pulling out with the second rain was coming.
Yeah, so you weren't out at. So when it started the lightning and thunder the second time, I was sliding down turn 4 to go get my phone.
If you would have just walked around and just entered on the back chute, you wouldn't have.
Yeah,
had to
that's
slide
where the fire truck smashed the Uke tires getting out, and it was. Listen, that place is crazy when it rains. Like you got to get out, right? Because everything
you have to get out.
And so it ruined it. It really did. And I know. Listen, so I'll just make this comment before we get off track because I know I'll take you. There's a lot of people that are. There's not a lot of people. There's a handful of people that are mad at me because they paid last night and they didn't get to see the full show. We are running makeup features now. I'm going to try to run them all Saturday, but I don't think I can. We're gonna work on that. We're gonna announce that Monday or Tuesday. We're definitely running sprint cars next week. Sprint cars for sure.
But you start hot lapping at 2:00.
Well, we don't know. I'm telling you, there can be adjustments being made, but so listen, people, you get in, you're gonna have to pay to get in, but you're gonna see 2 features, right? I mean, you can't do it. I can't just come back and run features and call it a night. I got it. You know what I mean? So I understand the frustrations, but you'll get your money's worth. It's just going to take a little time. I didn't plan it that way. I hate the rain. I hate it. But so please just, I put a school thing out today, Ryan. I put a thing I just went to Walmart and spent a ton of money on buying school supplies. I don't have no kids, right? I just want to help people. And I had some race teams reach out to me, so that's why the post got changed. We at Wayne County Speedway will have at least 30 bags, not backpacks, but bags of stuff. We'll have you notebooks, folders, pens, pencils, glue sticks, scissors. We got all that stuff for you. We'll have 30 of them for sure. If you need that stuff and you come to Wayne County Speedway, don't buy it. Come and get it from me because I don't want it. I bought it for you. But if you need more, if you need tennis shoes, if you need extra stuff, you message the page privately. And I'll hook you up. Myself, Ryan, a race team, somebody's going to take you and take care of you. So, don't be shy.
We're happy to help.
We're here to help you.
100%.
People don't realize, Christmas time we do the same thing. I'm not bragging, but this is what we do. So, if you need something, don't send your kid to school with sneakers from 2 years ago. Call me. I'll buy them new ones. I'm not trying to shame you. I'm just trying to help you. I feel like some people's pride gets in the way, and I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to help. So I seen a lot of kids last night. They were all smiling, and so when school starts, and ain't nobody want to go back to school. I don't want to go back to school, but I want to send them to school looking good, and hey, I'll help them out. And so a lot of race teams. I had a lot of people reach out to me today. That's why we changed the post to that because I was told I don't have kids. I'd called Kristen. I'm like, hey, what's Parker and Kinsley taking to school? What's the list? And but no, everybody reached out and said, hey, if you have a private message, well, I'll tell you, Keegan reached out to me and said, hey, we'll help. And I said, well, that's cool, and so I know we'll take care of some people. There's lots of racers that would help. So please, this week.
I was a little surprised that the post changed because I saw the first post and then went back and then saw the second one.
Yeah.
And I thought, I was like, oh, you guys posted something new. And I saw you guys just added it.
Yeah, well, I put the first post out because I'm just going to do this on a limb on myself. And then somebody reached out to me and said, we'd prefer to do it this way. And I'm like, okay, I'm still going to do what I'm doing. I already bought the stuff, so I'm just telling you, I'd be really disappointed if I end up with a bunch of notebooks and folders because people are like, oh, we don't want that. Come and get it. It's paid for,
Hey, Rocky Kugel says those super stocks are fun. It's his first year running them as well.
Hey, Rocky, it is a blast. I've been out of a car for a long time, and I've told Ryan this 100 times. I love that class, and I've got 1 or 2 races left in me this year, and
You got 1 or 2 races left in you this year?
Yeah, we'll see what the captain wants to do, but the schedule, that's really much left in the schedule until you get the blowout. So, if I can get a couple more in, I'd be pretty happy. My goal is to get Paul going. I want to get it set up to where I think it's good, and then just let him go out.
Did you tell him to push the pedal all the way to the floor?
Well, we had to adjust the pedal because it wasn't really. There's a story there. Now Paul's not good about changing things. I'm just telling you, he's got the same chair in his garage he's had since 1942. You're not changing nothing, right? And so when I said, hey, we need to move that throttle pedal. Oh yeah, you're just not used to it. I'm like, no, seriously, we need to move it. I can't drive it. So
you said you were laying down in the seat.
I had to scoot my butt down and hold onto the wheel like this as I'm stretched way out. And you can do it, but it's really not Yeah. Anyway.
Casey Craver says he is just mad he can't beat that 711.
771.
No, 771.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, listen, I wasn't mad. I think it's fun. I'm a big fan of Brandon's, and so just to be able to out there, I can't wait till Tucky gets back out there, and Kugel and Don Rutt, and like all the guys, like Jose Marsh and I hot lap together. Matt Hensel was out there with us. I'm trying to think. Ryan Tope was out there. Like all the guys that I think are cool in this class that I watched them race. Like it was fun to race with them. I wish we could have got the feature in. So
Valak says, "What's up?"
Hey man, Van the man.
Dude, Valak was coming out, getting pushed off, and he is yelling at Steph and I about how fast he was going. I was dying, dude.
He's a trip.
He cracks me up. Like it literally cracks me up. And didn't have the best of luck, and he was having a good time.
Hey, Van, doesn't matter, dude. You
appreciate him.
2 weeks ago, you were the winner chicken dinner, so you can't win them all. Don't get discouraged. There's always next week.
He was having a good time.
Was it? Yeah, he was funny. He was helping. We were doing something on McVicker's car, and he tripped over the cable on the back door. He had his shirt, no shirt on, his fire suit. His little 2 chest hairs were hanging out. Like I was like, 1970.
I was Van the man. Clayton says, if you ever need help running the track I'll come out with the car and help you.
Yeah, I talked to him a little bit last night, and yeah, he's always one to help.
Jimmy Burns says, had a blast until Mother Nature left the chat. Yes.
It says, had a blast until the motor left the chat.
Oh.
Another motor. Steph,
I haven't
we're
been drinking.
going to have to get him. This is the last time you did this. We had issues.
The last time I was drinking. This time I haven't had a
Jimmy, I hope you get another motor and Mother Nature lets us play next week. How's that, Ryan?
Sorry about
wow. That's you all right?
Dude, I'll do field sobriety test, man. I don't care.
No, that's what I want to do. I don't care if you have been drinking. It doesn't affect me.
Cherry says, Ryan, I heard that also.
What'd you hear? Elaborate, Sherry. There's so much bullcrap on the show that you're late getting to it. Hey, there's Buddha.
Hey there, guys. I'm tuned in watching you.
I talked to Buddha today.
I saw somebody comment and it was like, what's going on with Steve? You guys haven't said nothing. And then somebody defended us and said, hey, they talk about Steve every week on the radio show.
Yeah, listen, I talked to Steve on the phone today and excited. And he's going to the doctor this week. And, I want to get him back. Like I said, we'll do whatever we can to get him back in the tower. Need him up in there, miss him there. So
somebody else defended us and said, hey, Steve gives updates every week.
Yeah.
He's home, resting and getting better.
Yeah, Steve, we love you.
For sure.
Buddha. What's this?
Alan says, Jason, you can buy him that truck.
Jason can buy it for me out of his half. Yeah, buy the front tire. Window stickers in the thing. I mean, y'all should go check it out. I'm not going to advertise the price, but it's Jason. I can't afford that truck either.
Van says, I don't know about this week, bro, but maybe next week. A little busy this week. We'll be back, though. Want to try and get this new ride going. Need to get with you.
No, but hey, listen, Valak, you better be there this week. Consistency. I'll get on the horn. I'll take care of him. I'll get a hold of Johnny. Johnny will set him up.
Rick says the lady making the snow cones didn't look too happy. She definitely needed some help.
Yeah, listen, Rhonda was overwhelmed. I heard our whole concession area was overwhelmed last night, and there's some changes going to have to come. We had a consultant in there last night working for a little bit, and I'm meeting with him tomorrow. And he kind of took notes of the things we need to work on. He thinks he can help us make it running more efficiently, and I'm always open to that. And so, yeah, Rhonda's been working hard. That's a lot, like digging that ice cream, making those floats, and then we dumped all the free snow cones on her. So she really loves kids, and I know she might have looked tired, but I think she's very nice, and I'm glad to have Rhonda back. She's done really good for us.
You said the ice cream has been good.
Yeah, Rhonda's done a good job. But, hey, Rhonda, free snow cones next week.
She'll kill you.
Listen, everybody, the beer sales, and I had to help Jen a little bit yesterday. She had to go to the bathroom or whatever, so nobody was around. And so I relieved her. But, she's very nice, and just like that stuff goes a long way for me. Like, if I'm having a bad day, I may yell at you. Pork Chop and everybody else, right? But man, the fans and everybody, like, I can put the smile on, and I just appreciate them. So, that customer service, being nice and polite, it starts with that, right? If they're bringing you money to get in your facility to patronize you, then it's put the smile on, be nice, and that's just the way it has to be. And there's really no excuse for not being nice until somebody's not nice. I just moved the whole table. My arms are sticking to it. But yeah, so yeah. Hope everybody enjoys it. Hope everybody has a good time at Wayne County Speedway. I hope everybody treats you very nice.
Well, I'm glad because this year has been very taxing on you with the rainouts, some of the crazy stuff that's happened. And so I'm glad to hear that a little bit of change of scenery has boosted your spirits up a bit.
No, yeah. You wait till tomorrow morning.
Yeah. We see Jared. Mm-hmm. Alex says, ask Ryan what I did to him. Coming past through with the push truck. Dude, I was dying. I was laughing. He was so funny. Jose Mar says the kids were awesome. Loved it.
Yeah, I tell you, I like watching Jose Mar. I love that car, dude. That car looks good, and I hope he gets one this year. Like, he's gotten faster and faster. I hope he gets one.
I got some pictures of him a couple weeks ago, and I'm probably going to post on my page. Casey Craver says Craver Racing is making a book bag full of school supplies. I'm trying to read slower, man. Come on.
Listen, and they are, and I think a lot of people will. And listen, maybe, and people, I don't know what kids need, but we are here to help, and we'll just leave it at that. Like, if you don't reach out, that's your own fault.
Todd Gallion says, I liked the racetrack last night. It was very racy until my stuff broke and I hit the wall.
I know. Well, Todd, I talked to you a little bit last night. It was after the first rain went through, and he come back, and he's not wearing his shirt. I'm like, where is your shirt? Like,
come on, Stub.
Oh, man. But no, it was good to see him in the house, too. And so hopefully you get your stuff fixed, Todd, and get back out there. There's a few races left. And I know he's a big blowout guy. He loves the blowout. So, guys, it's only August. We got a lot of racing to go. And so get those cars fixed and let's finish this thing out. I was very happy with the compact count last night. I felt like my guys had left me for a little bit. And I was appreciative of everybody coming back home last night. And, it was good.
Shelly Hamlin says, what do we got to do to slow Kyle more?
Hey, listen, I don't know. That's why I'm racing in the super stock class, because I know I ain't got no chance there. Kyle's really good, and
we got any spike strips up there?
Yeah, no.
think Milhorn will notice if we still steal the spike strips. We just spike them out there.
He takes it. Kyle just is so aggressive. Like, when he puts the helmet on, it's like another layer in there. And but it makes everybody else better. Always remember that. Like, he's had a lot of bad luck this year too. I mean, he's went through some engines and things, and so I know he wins a lot at the county, but we haven't raced that much. So when you look at his win ratio at the county, yeah, we've raced a few times. He's won most of them except for the Hell Tour.
Tyler Carpenter got him.
Yeah, and so listen, I think Markham is rolling right now, and JR is coming. Bellman, man, you don't listen. I don't think there's any. I love Wes Morrison was last night. I got to talk to Wes a little bit. He had some issues. He's getting worked out. So yeah, Kyle's good, but that'll raise the bar for everybody. Speaking of Kyle and his favorite fan of the night.
Yeah, he says, what's up, fellas?
Powers, you coming over to mow grass this week since your dad's out of town? I don't even know how to start the mower, bud, so I'll expect to see you there tomorrow.
EJ says, what's going on? Turn to talk.
Making fun of Ryan mostly, which is kind of fun.
Why do you hate me, Jason?
I don't hate you. Usually you're just busting me, so it kind of feels good.
John Lane says, what about Holmes in the 7, first time in that car?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I did not know that until after it rained. I seen Paul was rolling out in my monsoon, and I think that's cool. I think so. Paul Holmes is a good guy, a friend of mine, and that feels good. I can't wait just having the band back together, and yeah.
I saw Paul a couple weeks ago. It was a couple weeks ago when I saw McVicker and Karen, and then Paul was back there, and we chit-chatted for a minute. Corey Staley said the track looked fast. Hope all the kids had fun, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah. So scroll down here to Dustin. 2 down. So, Dustin, man, are you busy next Saturday? Buddha's not going to be able to come back, and I'm giving you a personal invite to come and do some co-announcing with Mike Saturday. So if you're free, I'll see you at the county.
There's your invite.
Yes.
Jose Marsh says new shocks didn't work for me, so he's back to the drawing board.
Well, don't feel bad because I had old shocks and they didn't work for me. So, want to trade? I'll take my chances because I know what we had on there. And I told Paul, I said, what do we do with these? He goes, this is all I got. The other ones are bent or blown down. So we just had a shock. Like I was like, okay.
Are you driving by the house tomorrow and check on it?
No, I drove by this morning, and so I went to work about 8:30, and he wasn't up. So I call the captain. And he answered on about the fifth ring. He's dragging. He's dragging.
Racing's rough.
Yeah, car owner and the driver didn't get along too well last night.
Oh. Power says Aunt Rhonda, she'll be all right.
Yeah, that's right. She will be all right. Listen, I seen her early and I was talking to her, and she's never that friendly anyway. So, but she done a heck of a job. And listen, I wouldn't want to dish all that ice cream and stuff. But she's making it her own. She's got that thing rolling with all kinds of different toppings and things like that. It's kind of cool how she's made that her own. And so I do appreciate her being there working with us.
So highlight, what do we got going on for the rest of the year?
Man, I'll tell you, we got a lot going on. So Danny Gardner Memorial's coming up this week, obviously, and so we'll look at that. There's been some chatter about doing something with the rules and letting some other cars in, but I'm not. I see Paul Holmes in the 7, and just you start to see that, we had a race not that long ago, had 15 cars, and I knew where there was 4 more. I don't know if I think opening the rules is the right thing or not. So I don't know. I have made a decision. I kind of lean in which way I'm going to go, but I won't announce it here because I'm not going to gut wrench this. But so Danny Gardner Memorial this week, we will make a decision tomorrow on what classes will be rain makeup this weekend. I don't know if it'll be all of them, but I will work the schedule and try to make it work. I'll look at the weather. Is it going to be hot? Is it going to be cloudy? That would change my mind of how I can do the track. If we had to run all 5 features, we would not hot lap for the regular show because we would need that time to track prep. And if I could start a regular show by 7:45, I would probably try to run all those makeup features because I really like just get it in and get done with it. Worst case scenario was raining out all of them. Usually you lose 1 or 2, right? But I don't think I've ever lost them all. And so and the sprint cars have to go because the way the schedule falls, we'll lose a bunch of them the following week because of schedule conflicts. And so I really need to get those guys in. And so we'll make that decision. I know you have your thoughts, and I'm not going to sit here and debate with you for the next 45 minutes because I just don't want to debate with you tonight on that. Okay. And so after that, you have it's just the truth. That's the 15th. The following week we have St. Mario Energy Night.
What time would you start the makeup features?
Ryan, tonight when I go home, I'll work it backwards.
Like 6 o'clock?
No, 5 o'clock.
You have to go early.
5 o'clock.
Yeah.
I think 5 o'clock, which is doable, but I would not run sprint cars first. I will go backwards on the order. I will put the least amount of horsepower first and work it backwards so that I don't burn the track up. There again, cloud cover, temperature, humidity. I know people say I'm stupid, but I do watch the weather more than anybody, And that makes, like I'm telling you, last week, like Saturday, the track was good. We had a lot of rain, but we were prepared for it. But we had a lot of cloud cover all day. Yeah, the humidity was high. Humidity's good. If you're sweating, the track's sweating. And so it was good, but and no sun. And so it didn't bake the thing. And then we had kids' night, and that gave me a chance to mist it and let it sit. And man, I'm telling you, it's still going to blow off. It's always going to blow off. It's just the way it is. But we want it to. We don't want to. I was talking to a late model driver, and he's like, "Oh my goodness, in the heat race we're running, 17 flats or something." It's like, that's not good racing. So we got, it has to slow down for the feature. So that's what we wanted to do. But I don't know. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. I mean, how much racing do we want to put on? How much time? What will the fans tolerate? If you're there at 5 and that's a long day, So I don't know.
5 to midnight.
Well, this is why I'm not having this debate with you. Anyway, well, I will make that decision. So we got a couple races coming up, but the biggest thing is Labor Day weekend, Saturday night. What?
Nothing. You make me laugh.
Bob, what?
Go ahead.
Bob Cheney Memorial on Saturday, All-Star Circuit of Champion Sprint Cars. This is Labor Day weekend. And then Sunday is the Pete Jacobs 10,000 to win All-Star. So we have back-to-back All-Star races. Never in 15 years that I've been doing this have we ever ran back-to-back All-Star races. I expect that weekend to be epic, huge. I think the county's going to be the place to be for that weekend. And we're going to be prepped like it's going to be the happening place. I'm excited for that. And then we got 2 weeks off for the county fair. We come back for the blowout, which Bob Skippers passed away a couple weeks ago, and we kind of took that from him in the format. So, we're going to run that. We'll probably do something in Bob's honor this year, just because Bob was a good dude. Bob was a friend of mine, and so a lot of people can say what they want, but Bob was a friend of mine, and we didn't talk a lot here in the last couple of years because our paths just didn't cross. It's not that we didn't like each other; we just didn't cross paths. And so we got that, and then we come back with the tractor pull, and I'm excited for the tractor pull, and then we have the monster truck show rescheduled for October 10th, which I'm stoked because I'm going to add. I'm pretty sure I'll tell you now what I think I'm going to do, but it's not rock solids, and everybody don't go ooh. But I think I'm going to try to add like a rough truck competition and maybe some diesel drags and things. I'm going to try to make it because I don't have to tear it all down to race the following week, so I can get a little more creative. That's a bonus for running at the last show of the year. Flexibility of building different things and not going, oh man, we got to clean this up. We got to race in 5 days, right? So I'm excited for that race, that event. I'm excited for the last little third of the season. I feel like but man, Mother Nature just will not play nice. So a lot of racing to go, Ryan. But listen, we got to make hay in the last half because we have not made hay in the first half, right? And I know that you're tired. I can tell like sometimes your attitude changes and everybody else's. But come November when you're sitting around here eating Thanksgiving dinner and it's cold and snowy, you're gonna wish you was at the racetrack smelling methanol out of the back of Moomaw sprint car.
I mean, that's definitely true.
And so I always
How
try
can
to
you
keep
tell?
things.
I try to hide it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Your sarcasm is just bleeds out of you.
Jeff Wright says it was good to see that big smile on your face when you crawled out of that car last night, which I wish, Jeff, you would have got a video of that.
I was really happy. I won't lie. I was happy. And so, yeah.
He says, I think that's just what you needed.
It's good therapy, and it gave me a perspective of what the racetrack race is like and gives me ideas of how to make it better, if that means anything,
Mike Stanball says, did you guys see the pileup last night at Florence? $500,000 to the metal recycling.
I did not see it until it was raining for the second time, and you were probably home in bed, and somebody pulled it up, and I just caught the clip. I was so wet. I was disgusting. I had mud. I didn't fall going down the track, but I mean, I used to water ski. You don't believe that, but I used to water ski, and I felt like that's what I was doing. Going, all I needed was somebody pulling me, but the momentum took me down, and
Were you up to mud to your knees?
to my ankles.
Yeah, I know what that looks like.
So when I came up the hill, the cushion, slop my tennis shoes. So yeah, so that was crazy. Florence puts on a good show. I will say this for a half-mile racetrack. I've raced there a few times, and they put on a good show. And Josh Rice, man, what a race at the end. Like, it got my adrenaline running watching the replay. Davenport, everybody thinks he's going to win because he's just the closer, right? And Josh Rice, man, that's his home track. Now, I knew his dad. I almost bought a hauler off his dad years ago. And he was probably just still in diapers then. But, man, that's awesome for him. What a good race. Win a big one at home like that means even more. So, congratulations to him.
$75,000.
Yeah, the money who cares? Like, to win the North-South at home?
You said a local's never won that either.
That's what a kid that grew up the street dreams about. And so I was so happy. I don't even know him, right? But I was so happy for him.
Yeah, we were happy too, Steph and I. So we got home, turned it on after to take a shower and warm up. And it was just...
I knew who cuddled with who.
No, we were on the couch. We were on the couch, you jerk.
I love it.
Okay. She had me spooned.
It's an inside joke, people, if you don't get it. Oh,
but man. We turned it on with 10 laps in.
It was listen, there's a lot of good equipment that got tore up, and you know what? I'm not even going to say it. Like, Josh Rice had the best car because at the end of the day, Davenport and him lined up for 2-3 lap shootout. I don't care where the rest of the field was. You beat the best in the business, and don't matter about where else anybody was at.
I thought it was really cool is when Rice goes by him with like 10 to go.
Yeah.
And okay, so I don't know if you saw the highlights. So Davenport, they're racing, I don't know, maybe 20 to go, 30 to go, whatever, maybe even more. And Davenport kind of pinches him into the wall.
I've seen that.
And then Rice gets the flat. And then, he did it to Bronson too. But then Davenport wrecks.
Yep.
He goes to the tail. And then they're racing, and then Rice just goes across his nose.
Yeah.
And so
come off a 2 and just get the little.
He gave him, so he's sending the message. And so that was cool. Then they started racing. And I thought for sure coming off of, 4, that Davenport was going to win that. But the way that Rice, he hit that.
Davenport hit. Rice hit the cushion and got a ton of drive. I did too. I thought Davenport's going to just roll around.
Yes.
But man, the momentum.
He just banged it off the right rear and then just flew down the straightaway. Now, the other thing is, what a win for Rocket.
Yeah. Rocket's been on a roll. Mark Richards deserves a lot of credit he took a beating for a couple years. Not just, people like, oh, he's done. It's over. Nobody can drive him. They're might as well close the door. We've heard it. Right? And, he was very good about tuning out the noise. And
Talk about competition when he went to work.
Yeah.
And
Exactly. That's a good analogy. Is like, as much as Kyle's over here running so good, I know Markham's in his shop. It ain't like he's bringing the same thing back every week and hoping a different result. And so, listen, I think Florence race will go down as a top 5 of the season. I mean, I haven't seen too many things better than that lately.
Dude, it might be the top. It's definitely in the top 3. To 1 or 2, man.
As far as just like, I don't know. I don't even know. I get the chills thinking about it. When I won my first race at County in a late model, that was one of those things in high school. You had goals, and I remember writing down my goals was win a championship in late models, and I wasn't even racing late models then, right? But I knew that's what I wanted to do someday, and so when I accomplished that, I remember that coming off of turn 4 when I won the season championship race there in 06, and it's nobody even knows the feeling. It's it's bigger than just winning a race for me. It was a goal that you could check off the box. I got my trophy, still sits in my living room. You know what I mean? It's corny, but I'll always remember it. A lot of work went into that. A lot of Joe McElvain's money went into that.
I saw some trophies at the shop, and I asked Jared. I was like, "Hey, what are these?" And I thought they were your late model trophies. No. He said those aren't yours. Those are Adam's.
Yeah.
Hey, Derek says, Jason, you and your staff do a great job. It was my kids' night. It was my kids' night, and you run a great track.
Well, thank you. Thanks for coming out. Come out again. It's kids' night's cool, but man, every night's cool. We do something all the time, and that's something we'll talk about at the end. The things I have in my head. So remind me to bring it up later. Dustin Hughes.
He says he's going to be in West Virginia, Jason.
Oh, that's a cop-out. And you owe me, and you do. So we'll leave that private, Dustin. But, yeah, I'll expect to see you at the county.
Hey, Kepling says, too bad it rained. Track was awesome. Hope your crowd next week is just as good as it was last night.
Yeah, last night, kids' night, though, man. So it's – and I put on my answering machine if you don't call me. But, it's world famous. I call it the world famous kids' night. It has always been, without a doubt, one of the biggest nights at the county, and it keeps getting better because we just get more and more support with Quota and other partners that partner with us. And I don't know, I challenge people to think that they can do better because we can keep growing this. And I have some ideas, but the owner of this show happens to be an insurance consultant, and she doesn't think it's a good idea what I want to do. So maybe they can't grow the show too hard or the night. I've been looking at used amusement park rides again.
Oh, great. Hey, McVicker, he's tuned in. He says at least he got a free car wash.
Hey, Captain Paul, my car owner. I hope you got the car wash my foot. You need to clean the trailer out. Man, that thing was somebody last night. We were loading in the rain, and then the winch wouldn't work, and so we just sat in the rain. It was funny, though. We're all sitting there huddled in the first rain, and he throws a tarp over the carburetor, but he leaves my helmet, my gloves, and all my stuff in the rain.
Everybody forgot you.
I go, Paul, where's my stuff?
Your stuff.
Probably out there. I don't know.
But at least the carburetor was covered.
Yeah. Take care of the engine, Paul.
Rob says, hey, y'all. Done with work. Track was great.
Yeah, I got to talk to Rob a little bit at the end of the night. I wish we could get the band back together for the end of the night again and have some camaraderie again. I feel like I feel like I'm always stressed throughout the night, and people get their feelings hurt. And at the end of the night, nobody wants to talk to me. But by then, I'm good. You know what I mean? By then, I'm chilled out. And one thing I'll say, and I won't get real emotional about this, but we don't even know these are the best days. And one of these days, it's not going to be available to us. And we'll wish we could all hang out and drink a cold one and talk about dumb stuff and razz each other. That's some of the stuff those are some of my best memories of running the racetrack for the last 15 years. It isn't losing or making money or buying this or having new bleachers. It's none of that. It's we've met so many great people that we didn't know, Ryan, when we did this. We knew Pork Chop and we knew Mike and Linda, but I didn't really. Who else did we know?
Do you remember Chuck with the hot dog?
Mm-hmm. But I mean, just think of the people that we have there now that we didn't know.
Yeah.
And so that's, to me, is some of the coolest stuff. And I know that sounds like it's, but that's what I like the most. I know I'm stressed out a lot, and I think most people that have survived to be with me longer than a year know that. What?
There's not that many people that survive being with you longer than a year.
Moving on. Such a dick. Yeah.
Hey,
I think that cemetery needs weed eating tomorrow. Yeah.
Sorry, Jason.
Is Jared, you tuned in?
He's tuned in.
Jared.
He is tuned in from Wakeman, Ohio.
Did you get the park cleaned this morning, Jared?
Nope.
He did not?
Nope.
He told you he didn't?
Nope. He didn't tell me he didn't.
You better have my sandwiches from yesterday. You didn't get no sandwiches, did you?
No.
I bought a couple sandwiches. Well, he's supposed to have bought me a few sandwiches from the Knox Rose, so... I hope that was. Listen, I'll throw a shout out to Creston because I know they shared our stuff today for the school stuff. But parade looked awesome. We had to go in. Dave and I had to go in for. We had to work, not the parade. We had something else, a funeral. But they were lined up. It looked like a really good parade, really, really nice parade. And so hopefully people enjoy that stuff and supported it. And so I mean, everybody. So Pork Chop shares a lot of our stuff to all these villages and towns that have these chats, these Facebook pages. And so I just happened to see where Creston shared it today about our school drive. And so I just want to give them a shout out with their homecoming. And Creston Community Service Club does a really good job, and ox roast and fish fry. And so shout out to them. And I wasn't being able to be in the parade, but it looked like it was a good time.
Jared messaged us and said that the pavilions looked good. He said they were nice. And,
I'll be the judge.
He said they were nice and painted.
Yeah, whatever.
Jared says it's in the fridge with your $1.
Oh, I got my change too. Well, Miranda must not need gas money this week.
Jared, I'll give you that $1 back. Thomas says, but all jokes aside, thank you for letting us video out there. I always have a blast at the track.
Yeah, listen, we do joke a lot and stuff, but I have some great ideas, and we have a lot of talented people, and we're not using the talented people. We're not asking these people to do things for us for whatever reason. I think we're all so busy that we don't realize what we have there. And so I've been thinking a lot. Like when I mowed my grass this morning, I do a lot of thinking, and like those hours on the grader aren't just sitting there daydreaming about what Jen's cooking me for supper or anything. It's really just like, what can I do to make this place better? Like, what are we not doing? And so I've been trying to keep a list in my head of things that, and I know you shake your head all the time because you're like, rah, 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 but like, I feel like there's nothing you're going to do. And fans, if you don't agree with me, you can just chime in here. There's not one thing you're going to do to rock the house. There's nothing. I don't care what it is. I can put $500,000 into the new surface. I could buy you the grandstands from Charlotte Motor Speedway. I could pave the parking lot. I'll please half of it, and the other half will bitch because the asphalt was black instead of green. It'll never be that way. But what I think is important to me is chiseling away at some of these things, the simple things. And so we can do 50 little things, and I think will be better than one huge thing. And there's so many little things that drive me nuts, and that's what I'm going to start working on.
Good.
So,
Alan says, it takes broad shoulders to last this long.
It does. Listen, I agree. Like, Ryan, you and Pork Chop, but like Steph and I don't have a problem. Steph's been there the whole time, and like she doesn't, like me and her don't argue about nothing. Not one single thing.
Yes, she does.
No, not one thing. She's never very complimentary. So it's you that seems to be the
You don't hear.
No, I really won't believe a word comes out of your mouth. So you might as well stop because she's over there going like this right now. She's going.
Yeah, of course.
And I
she
see
is.
who's on the thing now. Jason getting all emotional on us. Listen, hey Colin, your old lady throw rocks at you yet? You'll know when I've been over.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he knows.
Valak says it was really cool to watch you wheel that thing.
Yeah, Valak was cool last night. I like I said, I missed those days. I didn't know how much I missed them until you start to hang out back there and you get a chance to talk to some people. Not on a promoter racer role. We're talking about shocks and springs and yeah, it's fun. But my responsibility and my role though is I need to make sure that racetrack is prepped and ran efficiently and that people feel like that's where they want to spend their entertainment money. Me racing is an outlet for me, but and I appreciate everybody that talked to me behind the grandstands and said that I look good or whatever. It's I know I look good. I appreciate the compliment. But no, I had a good time, and so
Did I tell you?
here we go.
David McMillan says, "What can you do, Jason? Just build a dome."
Yeah, listen, I mean, I know people throw religion around, and I've been told on numerous times to go to church and stuff. It has just been one of those years. I feel like it's only fitting that as things were going so good last night that would happen. Like I stood there drenched by myself in the infield, question, what am I doing? Like, why did my buddy leave my phone, first of all, out in the infield in the monsoon? But that's okay. I'll go get it. And then, no, I just had that moment, like, looking around, like, really? Like, this place an hour ago was hopping. And here we are. It's just, I don't know. Yeah. It's always next year.
The guy who left your phone out in the infield, man, that guy's a jerk.
Yeah.
He did you dirty.
What you got?
Nothing, man. Let's wrap this up.
Well, it ain't even been 45 minutes. You're in a hurry tonight?
No, but we've hit our comments and we've talked about
Yeah, the racing was good last night.
and we've talked about our upcoming shows for the year.
Yeah, you got them all laid out. Like, what are we doing? You got them from head to toe, A to B, C to B? What do you
No,
got
not
'em all?
yet. I texted Alan and I said, "Hey, what are we doing so I could get everything
He
scheduled
told me
up?"
that.
and-
Like, I don't know. You two need to coordinate. Did you guys see Ashley last night? Griffiths?
I saw her there for a brief second.
She had a booth set up in the back. I got to see her for a little bit. She was busy, and I know were they raising some money? And I think they had engine trouble. I seen the car was there, and I kind of got excited. And I was like, "Oh, that's right. They're gonna bring the car." So hey, guys, if you want to help out a team, like she's awesome. She and Jesse this year for sure have stepped way up. So if you got a little extra do-re me and you can help them out with some parts and pieces or whatever, I think the engine's at Jody's at Mount Dynamite Motors. So help them out. Buy some stuff. I know she was trying to sell and raise some money. I don't know if it's a money issue as much as it is time to get it back together, So hopefully they get that thing going. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to talk to her very much.
I
But
didn't get a chance to talk to her, but she came over and was filming the Throttles and Threads
yeah.
Wheel of Doom.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about that too. I heard you did that.
You did?
Yeah, I heard it. I heard you did that last night, and I told Pork Chop today. The only thing I want to do is make sure we don't do that until after qualifying. Like I know last night we were crunched for time, but we definitely don't want to do that early because, believe it or not, once drivers hear what the inversion is, they will try to fall into that. And not saying anybody can. I'm not good enough to do that, but I instantly I heard it right instantly, and I'm like, oh my goodness, right? So, and but I know we were trying to run the people back in. You were in a hurry to catch somebody before. But yeah, traditionally we want to do that.
Well, it was with the
afterwards.
kids.
Right. No, I know. That's what I mean. But I want to start doing this. This is one of my ideas. Is we do 4 of those a night. We spin the wheel 4 times, right? That's what we do.
Yes.
Are you agreeing? You're looking at me like I'm speaking English.
No, but like normally it's 4 because of OVSEA inverts too.
But
So it
we
would be
don't do
5.
sprint cars. We only do 4 classes no matter what.
Okay.
We don't do the inversion on our sprint cars. We
Okay.
haven't been.
Oh, okay.
So we do 4 of those. So we need to come up with, and I don't know if we can do something standard, but I'd like to give every time a kid spins the wheel, we use 4 different kids every week. We should be giving them a prize and get their picture taken and have them featured on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
We need to recognize that. And I want to start doing a fan of the week. I actually had one picked out for last week, and then I forgot about it, and then the show was over. But yeah, next week we'll do that, and it's going to be some kind of like concession item, and then I'm getting different drivers to give me T-shirts to give away. And what we'll do is we'll go to our Facebook page and we'll randomly pick a follower, and we'll make them the fan of the week. How's that
sounds
sound?
good, man.
Yeah. These are just things I'm coming up with. But the kids are spinning the wheel. I'd love to see you love to do pictures and get that picture, that kid holding that wheel, and maybe we'll get shirts made or something, whatever. And then just feature them on the, put them in the 4 pitch, not 4 individual, just.
I understand.
Yeah. What are my ideas?
It's a good one. You came up with that without ChatGPT. I'm impressed.
Yeah, that's those days on the grader, man. That's 6 mix ultras and 500 laps.
Henthorn says, I thought you were going over turn 2 in the street stock, just like you did in the Tonka truck.
There was a flashback for a second.
I did too.
But yeah, listen, some of that got knocked that rust off, No, listen, that was I was like, man, don't break his car. That's all.
Yeah, I thought you tried to tear down the wall.
Yeah, I was going to be Bo Duke Part 2. Johnny Bruce hadn't been holding up to his end of the deal, so I had to show him how to do that again. Oh, man, McVicker would have been mad.
You thought he was mad about?
He wouldn't want to change the gear. You imagine that to build a new car.
Hey, Hensel says, Ryan's waiting on the donut shop.
Yeah, listen, we've had donuts at the shop, Gary, and he doesn't eat a lot of them. Like, believe it or not, like I've been watching him eat rice and chicken. And so you figure that out. I mean, he ain't been eating it that long. Let me just say that.
I weighed myself today, and I'm down. So
oh bullshit! You weighed yourself, and you were up 5 pounds, and you've been eating rice and chicken. You ate the whole chicken. No, he's been eating healthy now. No more donut jokes. He's retired. He is now a professional landscaper.
Yes, part-time professional landscaper.
Yeah, if he gets any more part-time, he'll be a previous landscaper.
Jason, how do you feel about my hours dropping this week?
I really don't want to talk about it on the show, so we'll just keep moving on.
You don't need me.
Keep going.
Todd Gallion says, he said, we came home and got a little more than halfway home and not a drop of rain.
Same here. I got out of Orville and just north. I mean, yeah. So
Kepling says, the grindings you put in the pits were a nice addition. When it stopped raining, the pits were in great shape.
Yeah, I need to adjust them a little bit, Jeff. But yeah, I thought I wouldn't order today. I was a little nervous. I'm thinking, man, I bet these things are destroyed after last night. But they held up really well. And it's just another thing when you have those rainouts. It's the drivers, keeps the mud out of the trailers. And you just, it's bad enough to have the monsoons hit. But, it's just load up and not have all that mud and stuff in there. So that helps. So, Van the Man.
He says, who's taking the wall down now?
Yeah, I'm trying. Listen, I put it up. I'll take it down. And I'll call JD to help put it back up. So, yeah, listen, it was good. We need to do sprints inversion. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not ready to get tar and feathered. Like, I feel like there's a
line?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not got this figured out yet. Like we did it for the modified stuff 2 weeks ago. The kid drew the spinner's choice, and we had the full inversion. And there's no secret. I mean, Steph Humphrey wanted to tar and feather me, and if that's all she did to me, I was being lucky, right?
Yeah, she didn't want to just tar and feather you. Yeah. She was going to kill you.
She was mad. And,
like, she was looking for a gun.
Yeah. So.
Not really.
No, she wasn't that mad, I don't think. But still, I mean, you got to be careful trying to produce good racing. And cause, like, even if that, say we did that full inversion and it turned out good. It turned out just the way you thought it would turn. I think it worked out just the way I had planned it. Let's say that goes the other way and there's a big catastrophe.
Like Florence, Florence.
Yeah, just take Florence, right? It's not going to be about the race cars, the guy got a flat or broke a transmission or whatever, right? It's going to be, oh, you're stupid inversion. And that is where you got to find line into what we do over there. The fans want to see passing. They want to see good racing. If you start the fastest cars on the front row, you're not going to see as good a show. Now, if you have 5 good cars, you'll have a good race. But if you get in those heat races where 1 or 2 and 1 and 2, not going to see a good race. So some of this stuff has to be figured out to what's entertainment, what's good racing. What's good racing is starting straight up. Like if we're racing, I think traditionally I'm the fastest guy in qualifying. I'm going to start on this pole and catch me if you can. I think the dirt racing world, I think the inversion's been adopted. I think people think that's where we need to go. And I'm not saying they're wrong. So please don't go on here and say that I'm all for straight up racing. I just think we have to be careful about what we're doing. There's a line of, yes, we're motorsports people. We're racing and we want fast cars, but we also want to see a good show. Like there's a line there, and that's how I feel. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I like the inversion. I don't mind what Attica does with your last week's feature winner starts 8th, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a Lakeville deal.
Yeah, I remember
Lakeville. Yep. Not a big fan of it. I don't know. I don't want to penalize the guy just because he won last week. What if he qualified 15th this week because the setup didn't work? I don't know. I feel like whatever you did last week is just you left it there. Like I have went to county and not ran with a nickel and went home and came back and swept it the following week, qualifying, dash, and feature. So, I mean, I feel like when we pull out of the pits to go home after Saturday night, like whatever happened. In the next race, you shouldn't be penalized for what you did last week. So that's just my opinion, though. But that's
the boss says, why don't you have the kids who spin the wheel get a picture with the feature winner?
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's our show promoter and owner right there, timed in.
The show bankroller?
Yes, that too. And your better half, for sure.
I'm the better half.
Where's them sound effects, Steph?
I'm the better half.
Yeah. I just watched our numbers go down. Yeah. So, no. Did you enjoy last night? Let's talk about you. I told you Did you have fun? Kids' night? I mean, first of all, I seen Steph and she's always happy and smiling. I go, "Where's Ryan?" Well, he dropped me off. He'll be back later. Of course he will. It's like you never want to just come early for anything.
Do you need help?
I think there's something for you to do every week if you
would
were there.
just ask me whatever you need, Jason.
I think that at this case you were already there. So for you to leave this thing, well, I'm just going to go home for 15 minutes because nothing here going on. Like, I'm sure I can just go home and...
Bro, do you know, to go home and get away from somebody for 2 hours? That's amazing. Bro, really?
I thought the kids moved out.
I did, yes. Yes, I had the whole house to myself.
Yeah. Steph, I'll take care of you. Don't worry. I'll thump him.
Yeah, probably tomorrow at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
After you get done with Jared.
I got to go in the morning. I'll be there early, but then I have to go away a little bit in the morning.
For real?
Yeah, I got a dentist appointment at 8:30. And that's it. No more of those. I told him, I said, listen, I can't do this no more. Get this stuff wrapped up and, you know what the dentist is, don't you? That's a legalized money racketing deal. Every time I go there, they find something else they want me to buy. I'm like, wait a minute. Last week that wasn't there. It just, there's no way the Mountain Dew works that quick. So, hey, Trent Bishop. Read it.
He says, here's an idea. If you do a full inversion, if they're the one that was supposed to start the pole, comes from the tail, give them a bonus.
Yeah, courtesy of Millersburg Tire from Trent Bishop. No, I'm just kidding, Trent. Those are great ideas. This is what I like. I love feedback. And, this is how we get things done is people throw ideas out. So I like it. I was going to ask you before. I was looking on here, and I don't know what happened, but Justin Chance put some motor together. Did you see his Facebook page? He's been building it's like an LS motor for race cars, and I seen he was there, and I didn't get a chance. Did you watch him at all?
Mm-hmm.
Did you? How'd it go?
He pulled in.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first night on it. He just got it done. I need to call him. There's an opportunity there, I think. Do you remember Lakeville when we had the limited late class?
Mm-hmm.
So this isn't crate stuff. This is better than crate, but it ain't super stuff. And so I'm really curious to see how it goes for him. And he'll tell you what he paid to get it all done. It's all stuff you can go to Summit and buy, right? And so we're looking about maybe trying to put something together.
Now, doesn't Muskingum run?
They run crates.
They run straight up just a crate class.
Crate class, and then because it's just crates or supers. There's no limited no more. There's nothing. There's a steel block class, that steel block series, but that's not. I mean, you can go buy SP2 heads and put them on a steel block. I mean, you're not. you're still going to end up with $15,000. This motor here, I'll throw a number, it's under 10. And so that's pretty impressive. So I really was going to try to watch him last night just to see, because he run there like 2 months ago. He came over with the crate. He had a crate in, and he ran third, maybe second.
Third.
I think it was third.
I think it was third.
Yeah. And so Justin is one of the smoothest, natural, talented drivers. But he's not going to drop 50 grand on a Clements, right? And so I love the ingenuity. He's always thinking outside the box when it comes to stuff with his business and his graphics business and the stuff he does. So, yeah, I got to get a hold of him this week and see how that went. But I like that. I like the path that's going.
Yeah, I was gonna try going over and talking to him. He pulled in just near where I was, and then maybe it was just with 2 to go. So by the time I would have walked there, then he was pulling out. Yeah. The race was over.
Luck of the draw last night. OVSA will start the 2 fastest.
Kepling says, I love the Wheel of Doom. I agree with Ryan, though. What's good for one class is good for all.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you guys. I just try to keep. This is so new that I'm trying to keep it. We'll eventually roll into that, but just trying to. I don't know. I'm on the fence, both sides of it right now, trying to work both sides. I won't lie. Trying to keep piecing the pits to see how it all pays out.
So yesterday, that kid spun the wheel for modifieds. I mean, I was like, okay, modifieds, here we go. And I had already spoke to Jimmy prior to.
Yeah.
And Jimmy was like, are you doing the Wheel of Doom again? And I go, yeah. And he wanted to strangle me, And so I go, yeah. And the kid spun that Wheel of Doom, and it's going click, 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 click. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Please don't stop
I was like, and then it was like invert of 2 or invert of 3. I can't remember.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, there you go, Jimmy. Like,
You should have had Jimmy come out
and watch it.
No, make him spin the wheel.
Yeah, right.
Hey, did you see that Steph and Jamie had the chicken stuff going on for kids night? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
If Jimmy said if he's going to come out there and he's going to take it and start like beating you up over the head with it.
The wheel?
Yes.
No, don't do that. We got a sponsor on that, and that thing looks cool. So.
Charlie Bollock says, I say full inversion all the time. Give the other guys a chance to have a top 3 or 4 finish.
I will say this, and he wasn't there. I shouldn't say this. Was Denny Benjamin there last night?
I don't recall seeing him.
I didn't either. And he's a protege of that full invert a couple weeks ago. And he got the luxury of getting up front, and he stayed up front and had a really good finish. And it was really good to see Benjamin out there again. And I like that orange 01 car. It was pretty cool.
Kepling again says, I tell Kyle all the time, if I owned the track, he'd start 12th every week. Him and Brad think that's a terrible idea, though.
Jeff, they do think that's a terrible idea. I hear Brad will chime in and tell us here, I'm sure. I don't know. Them boys have been quiet lately. Like, I talked to Kyle today, but I didn't care where he did on his late model. I was more interested on my street stock setup.
I agree with that. You won the week before. You're starting 8th, 12th.
No,
but those boys wear you out.
I'm a racer and a promoter, so I see both sides. I have been lucky enough to do so. When Kaufman had it, we were doing dashes, and I'm not a fan of dashes because I feel like you're just but you put your fastest 6 in a dash. What?
Go ahead.
And then so you kind of just you have them 6 cars starting up front every week, and so I'm a fan of that if I'm a racer. But yeah, I don't know. I think the inversion wheel is fun. I think it gives that. As long as we do it after qualifying, I think nobody knows. And, it's only been 2 weeks. Let's see how she goes the rest of the year.
So Hensel says Ryan could work in the kitchen. Thanks a lot, Gary.
Yes.
I'm busy.
Yes.
And number 2, then Billy says, are we sure we'd want to eat the food then?
The answer to that is no. You would not. Ryan is a horrible cook. Horrible. Like, no.
You think it's bad?
We will be ordering like Wendy's and McDonald's, and because Ryan can't cook. There's no doubt. We were not eating. You have cold French fries and raw cheeseburgers.
Okay, so you've already addressed this. Probably shouldn't spin the wheel until after each class heat races are over, so there is no worry about someone trying to hit the invert right.
Yeah.
And so, and I'll tell you, like me and Alan was up in the tower, and I go, when do you want this done? And then he goes, well, if you're going to have the kids do it, you're going to want them to do it before they go into the pits because then all the kids are going to be in the pits.
But we controlled the narrative though. Like we didn't have to say as soon as this is over we're gonna go, because they didn't give a shot. They didn't care about the last group of compacts mini stocks for hot laps. They were already lining up. I watched them, so we controlled that, and we could have kept them there and lied to them maybe, but it's fine. It was just we had talked about earlier.
Well, kids' night is the one off.
No, I know, but
you know what I mean. So like the kids aren't going to be in the pits next week. You can wait.
Right.
You can wait.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying Saturday you could have too. You could have controlled that, and we didn't have to say as soon as this is over we're going to let you guys in the pits. We could have said no, we're going to do this first, and then we'll let you in ahead of time, and then people wouldn't have known. So it's all right. I wasn't, but that's true. I mean, we both know people. I could never do it.
I always heard like guys lifting at the flag stand because they know that it was a really good lap.
Like we were doing 4 for the last 3 years. We just had 4. Like it was no dice. It was just a 4. And some people got good enough to fall in that. No, they're better racers than me.
Well, the deal with the kids is definitely on.
That's on you.
Yeah, like on us because
no, it's you.
It's on me.
There you go.
It wasn't even my decision.
No, it was you.
Okay.
You have as much power as me and Port Chop. All 3 of us control everything. So, yes, you do.
I have power over there?
Yeah. If you'd have been there instead of being here yesterday, you'd have heard me on the radio telling everybody what kind of power you should have. It's the most you smiled all day right there.
You clip my wings on every single thing. And then, so now I have power.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Jason.
Are we married?
Like, I can't wait for the show to go off.
Oh, me neither.
We're going to be fighting in the living room.
Anyway, don't ruin the show. It's been going good. Move the camera. Jared, can you? Yeah. Hey, you need a roommate. Colin's out. This is a big house. It's closer than...
It's closer to Creston than Wakeman is to Creston. So he doesn't have to walk?
He's going to find a ride home. I'll get him over to Orville.
I'm only working 4 days a week.
I'll get him to Orville in the evenings. You got it. That's his problem after that. He could walk from there to here.
I don't know what he's doing about Fridays. Yeah. Hey, Chase Alexander says around here, if I see a guy wins, he has a choice to start tail with added money to win or start 8th. But I think a full invert could be dangerous at times because of the speed difference of front runners and guys in the back.
Yeah, I agree. And that's a racer. That's a car owner and ex-racer telling you exactly how it is. Once you get through the first 4 or 5 laps, it's okay. But then first 4 or 5 laps, when like a guy coming from the back that's a second quicker, he's got to take it easy. He can't just roll up through there. And I think that's the problem is that first 4 laps. So everybody would be, but I mean, we seen it a couple weeks ago. It can be done, but yeah. What do you got? You keep spinning this thing around here.
Also, an idea: why not do a class flip one night, like where the mini stocks go first, and then supers, and lates, then sprints?
Well, it might be this. It might be this week. We were just talking about that, so yeah, those are good ideas. Yeah, I have a notebook at home and timelines and what we should be doing, and the thing is, we got to keep tabs on that when we do change up things. Sometimes we're all so busy we don't know if that was good or bad, and we have to wait for this or Facebook to tell us. And by then, it's like, I will say this, and this is I'm not getting my feelings hurt or anything, but like, nothing worse than taking a bad night and putting it out for the world to see, and then trying to convince me that I don't know why nobody comes here. Well, y'all bitching and moaning about it. You spread the bad news quicker than you spread the good news. Like sometimes bad stuff just happens, and so keep it tight, keep it in the inner circle. I think everybody, listen, everybody who's married, they ain't happy, right? Deep down, they ain't happy. They not. Seriously, I say this all the time. Like, not because every day can't be a great day, but on the surface, they just get along and they do it. And I think that's some of the race stuff. Every day we race, there's going to be some holes, there's going to be some dust, there's going to hey, take it for a grain of salt. We'll be next week, it'll be different. We'll all be good again. Like
it's like an umpire. You're gonna they make calls and
it's like,
it pleases some people and some people it doesn't, and it is what it is.
I'm on the wrong platform for this, but the stuff that we do during the week and the stuff that we do on the weekend both have social media channels, and it's not just Wayne County Speedway that's in this problem. The whole world's gone to very opinionated and disrespected. And like, I'm very respectful to everybody on this show. Like, I'm grateful they tune in to hear this stuff, right? I am. The same token, they can come after me, and I accept that. I'll put myself out there to come and get me. But if I don't do this, I don't expect to get blasted. Like, and it happens all the time. And it's like, I didn't even come at you. I'm over here. Just leave me alone, right?
You see it all the time in some of the group
it's
Facebook
just like,
posts.
It's like, man, you got my phone number. You know where I'm at. Like, I just prefer it that way. Now, if I'm doing this show and I say, bring it, I expect to see it light up.
But you know just as well as I do, like, that's why I retired, man.
Yeah, I know.
Like, society has all changed, and
well, that's why
it's just better to hang it up.
That's why Kids Night rejuvenates all of us, and it's kind of like you found out what you're really supposed to be doing. Like, we're not here to put a race on every week and be like, oh man, this is what we do. This is all we do. We got to step back sometimes and be like, this is what we're here to do. We're here to put a show on. And I don't know. I'm done with that. Nobody cares.
Jacob says, my first
Hang on
kids
a minute.
night.
What was that one? Oh, hey, Mom. Sherry said her mom was tuned in. Yeah. So,
Yep. Did you say hi to her?
yeah. Hi, Mom.
She loves you.
No, she's great.
Jacob says, my first kids night at Wayne was awesome. Sucks what happened in the mini heat race, but hopefully we'll get to race there again.
Yeah, listen, I hope you come back and get that thing tuned up. Yeah, I didn't see it. I heard about it afterwards, and I have to glue that all together and figure it out. Like,
I got a message that
Yeah.
I'm supposed to talk to you about.
I got some stuff as well, and without seeing it with my own eyes, I feel like there again we're all speculating. I know they see their vision and everything, but like, I'm trying to put it together. So
Yeah, Rocky Kugel messaged me, and something else I want to talk to you about after the show.
okay.
Jared says, I'm happy. And that's all that matters.
What the hell does that mean?
He's better be happy that he's getting the park done.
Yeah, he didn't do that today.
Did you test him again?
I'll know tomorrow. I was in the park today.
Jacob says, put the mod lights back on the schedule for Friday for the 2-day show.
Nah.
That's something that we can consider and think about. Chase Alexander says, I agree. Caden has a motor that is 30 years old, and it's hard to compete. Can't wait until the other motor is done.
And I'm going to give a shout out to Caden because I seen him last night. And that is another thing. I didn't, being back in the pits, it was just, he walked up and I was like, hey, man, how's it going? Like, I don't know. I miss seeing Dean there. And, like, I don't know. It's just good to see Caden. And I was like, hey, where's your grandpa at? Because, Dean took care of me when I raced 30 years ago. And so it's, sometimes, and then took a while as his mom Marge's birthday, and so I seen her, and so it's good. It's good. I seen Tyler and Rachel were there with the baby, and it was just a good night. It was a good night until it rained.
Whatever you're doing,
So disappointing.
you have to do something different.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, like, I was gonna roll through that night thinking this is really good tonight, like, and trying to really figure out how we can duplicate it. And it's not duplicate the bike giveaway and things like that, but just the vibe. Like, the vibe was good. Everybody was cheerful, and, like, I don't know. So
It was.
until it rained, and then I seen a lot of scrumbling, and everybody gets grumpy then because your trailer's wet and the car's wet, and I was wet. You was there. So hey, Sink's Garage right here. Before I forget, he gave me this T-shirt. Sink's Garage. He's a sponsor of the show. And Matt, I give him a lot of hard time. Like, I bust his balls all the time, but he's a good dude. He's got a lot of good stuff for sale, and him and I become pretty good friends. And I won't tell people that, but he'll tell everybody that he's my friend. I'm not sure that he's my friend
He's always in a good mood,
when I'm around.
and he's good friends with Alan.
Yeah, he's a good dude. So
Brian says, does any one driver have a bounty?
no, and I'll tell you why is we just haven't raced enough. It's not valid. I think if you put a bounty on somebody, it really has to be something. And is Kyle need a bounty? Do you think it changes if we put a bounty on Kyle? Do you think it changes anything? Who's coming?
I think you could get some.
I think Drown, Gentry, Bellman.
You don't
Markham.
think if you put
They can beat him.
Yeah, I think they could beat him, but I think, like, you put a bounty. I think, like,
How much?
5,000.
Do you think the owner of the show put the money up?
Yeah. Now
I'm thinking no, real quick. I can't see. I'm gonna contact them today, but I can almost see that's yeah. Anyway, hey, Ken Brenneman. I want to talk about Ken here in a little bit too, but anybody who wants to see a bounty on Kyle Moore and they want to see a really good bounty, let's do it. Show me. Let's do it. I'll throw you the more money we raise, I'll take care of you. We'll do VIP treatment for you for the sponsorship. If you want to see somebody come in there, throw the money at it and tell me who you'd like to see, and we'll get a hold of them on Facebook and we'll see if they'll come. If you guys want to see it, I honestly, I don't know who could do it that isn't on the tour somewhere. Like a regional drivers. I mean, think about, can Slank come down and beat him? Maybe. Can Tyler Carpenter come back? It would be cool because he's got momentum there now, you know. I don't know if those guys would come or not. But, you know, I think it's one of those deals where those guys want to go race where they can be comfortable too. And I think this is true. I think the guys we have at the county race really well, and I think it's always ran a course. Like you don't see a lot of different winners. The sprint cars, we see a lot of different winners in one year, it seems like. But in the late models, if you go back in history, and we can do this, like it runs in spurts. A couple years, one guy goes, next guy, and then another guy runs a spurt. Like, it's weird, you know.
That's true.
And
I remember like Doug would win so much, Ryan would win so much.
Yeah, and I think we're all amnesia about. It hasn't been that long ago. We were like, man, that Drown kid, you know, man, he's winning them all, and yeah, that Markham guy, man, is he beatable? And you know, it's like it runs its course, and I think it's Kyle's time, and just to respect it, and I would work hard, and Markham was my guy to beat, and I worked my ass off, and it's very rewarding, and you just want to be, you don't want to just get it.
It forced you to go get your stuff from Donnie Moran.
That's true. Whatever.
Like you had to go and find it and go get it.
So put Ken back on there. I'd seen him last night, and so it was good to see him. And while I got him in this, I want to tell him that I didn't. So I did this deal with Triple B last week about if you get an estimate or use Triple B for any services, and I get the receipt, even if it's just an estimate, I will give you a ticket to the races. And I told Brad that last night, and he didn't know. He wasn't tuned in. So he's going to put that on his Facebook page. And I'll do that with any single client we have. So if you go to Flint Tire, White's Ford, Serpentine, we have a ton of marketing partners. So I'll make that challenge with you. Go support them. Bring me the bill. And if you bought it in the last month or so, I'll give you a free ticket to the races. Get a quote. If you just went to Serpentini and talked to Carl or Matt or any other great guy there, and they can give you something that says, yes, I was here, but I couldn't make a deal, at least you tried. I'll give you a ticket.
I bought 2 from Carl.
You get nothing.
I just got tires from Ken.
Ken is a good guy, and he takes care of a lot of people.
He did good.
Yeah, he does good.
Awesome. If you need tires, go to Flint's.
Absolutely. We have great partners in all and you know, Millersburg Tire helps me out. They sell different tires, right? They do car tires, but I tell people if you're going to go to Millersburg, like Trent takes care of my ag stuff for me.
Tractor.
Like he comes to the tractor. He comes to the track and takes care of all my ag stuff for me. And Ken takes care of me like he did my tow truck tires a couple years ago. And so it's just I want these guys to show their bosses or show their bottom line that, hey, advertising at Wayne County Speedway shows, here, look, this is what's going on. Like, I feel like that's very important to track that. So when we go re-up marketing partners and go after new ones, we can show this is how we do it. And that's very important to me. And I feel like it's something I need to work harder on. And so I want to do this. So it's for everybody. It's for every client we have, people. So
In a couple weeks, I'm not going to be at the track. We're going camping to Lake Wapasan. So you'll have to figure out the announcing, the Victory Lane announcing stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'll be busy.
I'll go flip a rock over. Lake Wapasan's only like 20 minutes from here.
I can't make it.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Anyway, next.
That's it.
It says right here, bounty on Moore and put him at the back. Yeah, okay. I mean, those are good ideas. Like I said, if you guys really want to see a bounty on Kyle Moore, if you really want to do it, fine. Let's do it. Let's raise the money. And if you want to see a specific driver come in and try to get him down, we'll try to make that happen too. Kyle's down for it. Kyle's not gonna get mad over this. Like, he loves it. So if you
loves it.
If you think a bounty would generate better, then that's fine. We'll do that too. But I'm telling you, the guys that are parked in that pit area, we could beat him. Kyle's tough, and so. But I like a bounty. I like it. I just feel like if I throw it out there, like I can't throw $5,000 at it. And I think it has to be a number that big to draw somebody.
Yes. Yeah.
$1,000 is a lot of money. It's not enough to draw somebody.
I agree. I agree.
So, yeah. Do it in a modified. Do what?
Probably a bounty.
Yeah, he's been pretty good in that lately.
They had some bad luck.
Yeah.
Some mechanical.
Yeah, I guess I don't see it so much because there's been other winners, but yeah, he's pretty good in that modified. Anything Bob Doherty buys, man, Bob knows how to get good equipment, and he maintenances that stuff top notch. So,
You ready to wrap this up?
yeah, if you are.
I'm ready whenever you are, Jason.
I'm good. Listen, we talked about everything. Check out Wayne County Speedway this week. We will let you know which features will be made up this week. And the times, everything will be different. So check out the times, Facebook, Twitter, social media, all that stuff is good to check out. Yeah, listen, back to school. There again, check out the Facebook post. We have stuff. There'll be some stuff there to get. So if you need these things, don't go buy it. Come and get it from me. And yeah, listen, might be Fan Appreciation Night this week. I've been thinking about doing Fan Appreciation Night. Probably do dollar dogs, and we'll put some discount on some food. And we'll do a little Fan Appreciation Night this week along with the back to school deal, and just try to get these people used to coming and treat them right. And
Do you still do happy hour?
yeah.
You always used to say it was one of the best happy hours in motorsports.
It is the best happy hour in motorsports. I just can't tell you the times anymore. I was doing it 3 to 5, but my mom, she didn't like that, so she scaled it. Happy hour's an hour. It ain't 2 hours. You know, my mom, she ran the show. I was just part of the show then. So I'm not sure when Jen's doing it now, but I'd have to ask her. It's probably 3 to 4, or if it's 4 to 5.
She would whoop your butt.
Oh, Mom was so mad. She's like, "Well, you're stupid." And I'm like, "Thank you. I love you too, Mom." You know, yeah. That was always the thing. You know, happy hour is an hour. Can't you read?
That's so funny.
She was a great lady. So
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to this episode of Turn to Talk here with Jason Flory. We appreciate Matt at Sinks Garage.
We do.
So for always
All our
supporting
sponsors.
the show.
Henthorne's got the golf cart thing going. He's been selling a bunch of golf carts. And hey, if you're looking for that stuff, summer's still going. Check us out on all our marketing partners. We got something for everybody. And bring me the quote, bring me the invoice, and get yourself a free ticket to the races.
Hey now.